What's going on there, team? Austin Lewis here, coming to you guys with another YouTube video. And as you guys saw in the description, as well as that thumbnail that was half as good as my last thumbnail was. If you guys don't know what my last thumbnail was, go check it out. It was little baby Austin Lewis. Make sure to go smash that thumbs up. Give me a subscribe. Our team is growing anywhere from 10 to 30 subscribers every single day. So if you guys are brand spanking new, I just want to welcome you guys. I want to say that I appreciate you guys. There is nothing like this YouTube community that we have started building so far. You guys, obviously shoot me a DM on Instagram if you haven't already. My link is going to be in the description below. Before I even jump into this video, I just want to share with you guys, if you're interested in joining our ATM group, our Facebook group, it is completely free. The link is in the description below. If you guys are interested in purchasing an ATM, there's one of two things. There's going to be an email below as well, or there is going to be a link that you guys can go on and just purchase an ATM, as well as a wireless unit, as well as an ATM topper, if that's what you guys choose to do so. So I just wanted to get out in front of that. Right now, again, like I said, we're growing anywhere from 10 to 30 subscribers a day. So I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. In this video, definitely stay tuned to the very end. I actually have not done a video like this. And this video is pretty much just going to be me sharing with you guys the 8 steps of you actually getting started in the ATM business. I'm going to cover a little bit more than what you guys are expecting. So definitely stay tuned. If you haven't already, definitely grab a piece of paper and grab yourself a pen, get yourself a nice one like this. And I'm going to share with you guys the 8 steps to starting the business. Yes, 8 steps. 8 steps to starting your own ATM business. I'm going to break this down. It is going to be a longer video, but I can guarantee you it's going to be jam-packed with value. Number one is filing for an LLC, okay? Now, just to share with you guys my personal opinion on this, and maybe just share with you guys what happened with us when we were starting our ATM company. When we had like 5 or 6 or 7 machines, truthfully and honestly, we did not have an LLC. We did not have an LLC filed. Our company, A Legacy, technically bought the ATM machines, but they didn't own it. There was no company. Austin and I, we had those 5 to 8 machines for months, probably like 6 to 8 months. We did not file an LLC. Do I recommend filing an LLC? Absolutely, because then your business is liable rather than your personal assets are not liable. So, definitely go file an LLC. If you go down to the corporate commission, it's going to cost you, $500-600. I've seen, if you just want to do it online, which is honestly the simplest way, it's like $150-200. I think last time I paid like $168 for an LLC. But I highly recommend, first step, getting an LLC. Obviously, this is not something you guys have to do right away, but it is something that you guys are going to have to do. That way, your personal assets, let's just say if something did end up, some something did end up happening, that way your personal belongings are not going to be taken, but the business assets are going to be what's getting attacked. Now, number 2, I'm just going to share with you guys this. It is a common question that you guys actually do have, and that is bank accounts. You guys do need a bank account. Now, again, I'm going to share with you guys what I personally did, our personal experience, and one that was, we just put it in our personal checking. We probably had like 7 or 8 machines before we ended up actually getting a business bank account after we filed that LLC. We did not have a business bank account for this ATM company. And a lot of you guys actually probably know that the ATM business is kind of frowned upon when it comes to other banks. So obviously, we started off at Wells Fargo. After we had like 12 machines, because we filed an LLC, but we did not actually go get a bank account until Wells Fargo was like, hey guys, we just need you guys to pick up your stuff and move your ATM company. We were funneling our marketing company and our real estate company through the same account. So it was a little bit more clouded in there in our accounts. But once they saw the ACH deposits, we then had to go get a bank account. So definitely go get a business bank account. When you guys are going to open a bank account, Obviously, you guys are going to need your guys' LLC. You guys are going to need your EIN number, which is why our first step that I share with you is getting a LLC filed. Obviously, a company name on your LLC. I recommend not putting anything about ATM on there in case you guys do have trouble getting going with banks. Just a couple banks, if you guys are local, one of them is actually Comerica. Comerica is a bank. I've heard multiple other, U.S. bank, like not bigger banks, but multiple other like little small credit unions and things like that are actually more fine with you guys doing the ATM business rather than these big banks like Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Chase. They don't like you doing the ATM business because you guys put 100 grand or 10 grand into an account, and then on Monday you guys take the 10 grand out to go fill your guys' machines. Banks just typically don't like that. So that was number 2. Number 3, guys. Number 3 is obviously once you have an LLC, once you have a bank account, you guys need what? You guys need marketing, right? So you guys just got to distinguish, what your marketing is actually going to be. Are you going to get business cards? Are you going to create a website? Are you going to start an Instagram page? Are you gonna run ads? Are you gonna do, mailing? There's so many different ways that you can market that you're an ATM owner that most people, again, like I share with them in my other videos, the ATM business is so old that there's not a lot of new marketing happening right now. So again, you need to start marketing, right? Obviously, we started our ATM Instagram. We have a lot of leads that come through there. We started sharing a bunch of people. We actually do, and this is something that might help you guys out there grow your ATM company. So when we do install our ATM machine, we say, hey, within 30 days, if you guys don't like our service, we'll remove our machine. That way we keep a good relationship with the business and the business owner. And after those 30 days, what we do is we come to them and we offer them a referral bonus. We say, hey, obviously you've loved our service over the last 30 days. Do you happen to know anybody that is looking to get an ATM? Obviously, most business owners know other people that own other businesses. And so, we offer them $50 or we offer them $100 to go be able to share with us, their friend or their brother or their cousin or their aunt or their uncle or their mom that own the laundromat down the road or own the barbershop down the road. So just get creative when it comes to the 4th one, which happens to be marketing, the 3rd one, which happens to be marketing. The fourth step to getting into the business is just talking about locations. So one thing you guys got to realize, and again on my YouTube channel, you guys can go look at other videos distinguishing what is a good location, what is a bad location. But the 4th step is just getting a location, right? Getting a business, getting something to say yes to you putting their ATM machine inside of their location. Now, obviously, you can take a look at my other videos. I share with you guys what are some of the top spots to actually land ATM locations at. But just some things off the top of the head. You can go to barbershops, you can go to laundromats, you can go to dispensaries, you can go to strip clubs, you can go to the local bars, you can go to salons, different areas like that is actually needing an ATM. The fifth one that you guys are going to need to getting started or starting an ATM business is actually ordering that ATM. Ordering that ATM is going to be a process. Now, again, there's multiple different companies that you can actually order an ATM from. You can personally order an ATM from us. You can personally order an ATM from Cardtronics. I do not recommend that. You can order an ATM from ATM One. You can order an ATM through AZ ATM Experts. There's a bunch of different ATM companies that you guys can order ATMs from. I just honestly, personal preference, obviously just go with whoever it is that you're interested in going with. Just be careful of the contracts. Just be careful of the fine print. Read it. Have your lawyer look at it. If you don't have a lawyer and you want to purchase an ATM through a company that you got to read a contract, I would just be super careful. I would go with a company that doesn't have a contract in order to purchase an ATM. That's part of the reason we do not actually have contracts when purchasing our ATMs, because we just know a lot of people are going to give it to their lawyer, and their lawyer is going to take a look at it, and a lot of people don't want to spend $1,000 to be able to do that. So that is the next one, is obviously ordering an ATM. Just to give you guys an idea, ATM costs, roughly $2,300 to $2,500, depending on which ATM. If you guys are just getting a standard ATM, if you guys are doing a hanging wall ATM, expect right around $2,600 to $3,500. And then of course, there's a bunch of different other kinds of ATMs you guys can order. The two main ATMs that we actually utilize are Gen Megas and the Yosong Halo 2s. We like the 2700s as well, if you're looking to spend a little bit more, but a Yosong Halo 2 is really what we use. We have a couple of machines that are Gen Megas, but the Halo 2s are really what we recommend. It's what all our students recommend, as well as, our entire portfolio is made up of 98 Halo 2s and 2 Gen Megas. The next thing you're going to need is number 7, and that number 7 is going to be an ATM contract. Now, obviously, if you're inside of ATM Mastery, or if you email us below and you have something to do with us, whether you purchase an ATM from us or something like that, we will actually give you guys access to our ATM contracts. That way, when you do have a location like I talked about in number 4, you guys can actually go ahead and get your ATM contract signed. And once your ATM contract is signed, just stating that, hey, Bob, I'm going to be able to put my personal ATM inside your business for, let's just say a minimum of 3 years. And I'm going to pay you X amount. Again, ladies and gentlemen, it's always nice to have things on paper. If I were you, I would get a lawyer or an attorney that will actually write you up that contract if the company that you're working with doesn't offer you that. If you guys are interested in working with us, we have pre-built contracts for you guys that you guys can actually use when you guys land an ATM contract. Again, the contracts of ours are ironclad, and they always benefit each other when it comes to the business owner as well as us. I think we're on what, 7 or 8? 8? The 8th step, we're going to change this video. It's going to be 9 steps to starting an ATM business. The 8th step, which I think I skipped to number 5, if I'm being brutally honest. The 8th step in this business, when it comes to this business, is going to be installing the ATM. So now you guys have your LLC, you guys have your business bank account, you guys have your marketing, you guys know the locations that you guys are going after, you guys ordered an ATM, you guys got a contract signed, right? You guys got a contract signed. You then now need to install the ATM. Now, just to give you guys some pointers on installing an ATM is not that difficult. Obviously, one, you just gotta have a dolly. You can pick up a dolly for $50 to $100 at Lowe's. And you gotta have a couple of blankets and one thing installing an ATM. 2 things you have to take a look at is, 1, does the business have a port to be able to plug the ATM in because it needs power? And 2, does the ATM have, or does the location have an Ethernet cable? An Ethernet cable is gonna allow you to give internet access to that ATM machine to where you can just plug it in through the back of the ATM machine, and you guys are gonna be able to actually have an ATM that works. Now, if it does not have an Ethernet cable and you can't go buy one and run it from the router or the modem, then you guys are going to need a wireless unit. This wireless unit is roughly $300, and it's like a $10 or $15 or $20 monthly subscription that you're going to have to pay for that. That just gets ACH deposited from your profits of your ATM machine. But that is going to be something that you guys are going to have to distinguish when it is you guys actually get to the business. And get to the location that you guys are installing your ATM. Does it have Wi-Fi? Does it not have Wi-Fi? After installing the ATM, I highly recommend a couple different things. 1, you can bolt the machine into the ground, which honestly, I don't truly recommend because you're going to ruin their floors and you're going to be held responsible for that. And it just takes too much time, and honestly, truthfully, and I'll happily say this on camera, a lot of ATMs do not get stolen these days just because of the security systems that companies have, and the pain and agony of stealing an ATM machine is so hard. And shows some statistics recently that in 2018, the ATMs that were stolen had less than $1,000 in them. So that person really did not cash out, which is unfortunate for them, or fortunate depending on how you look at it. So installing these ATMs, you can either drill them into the ground, totally up to you guys, personal preference, whatever you guys would like. Or you can actually, what we've done is put sandbags. You can actually fit 50 to 100 pounds of sandbags inside these ATMs at the bottom of them, to where now this ATM is going to be worth or weigh a little over 500 pounds, to where there's literally absolutely no way somebody's going to be able to pick this thing up or drag this thing out. It's just feasibly not possible. Now, obviously, some of you guys are going to drop in the comment section below saying, awesome, bro, it is possible because I am a behemoth of a man. Well, I would like to see you try, my friend. Just kidding, don't do that. So, once installed the machine, obviously what we like to do is we like to do a transaction to make sure the machine dispenses correctly. After it's obviously programmed. For those of you that are like, Austin, I don't know how to program a machine, reach out to the person that you bought your machine from. They're going to help you program it and walk you through. It takes probably 5 to 10 minutes to program a machine. Typically, we do that at our house or our office, and then we install it into the location. So if you were to purchase an ATM prior to having a business or a contract signed, which I always recommend. Some people on YouTube or some other individuals are going to say, yo, don't purchase an ATM until you have a contract or a location. I don't believe in that whatsoever, because it takes, especially with the coronavirus going on, it's taken right around 21 days to get an ATM. I say, yo, purchase an ATM and then get a contract. That way, obviously, you have an ATM coming while you guys are working on getting a contract, and now you guys know that you have 14 to 21 days to get a contract signed. By the time your ATM comes in, you're able to program it and then go and install. So installing is the eighth. Number 9, I do think I skipped number 5, but number 9, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be profiting every single month. Just remember that the average ATM does right around 167 transactions a month. So if you guys take a look at your guys' personal ATM portfolio after 45 to 60 days, if it is not doing 167 transactions a month, if you have our contracts, you are actually able to move that ATM. If that's something you guys choose to do so, I understand that some people like to be Barry Bonds and hit this thing out of the ballpark, where Austin and I in our ATM company, we just like to hit the first base. So we're happy with a little less than 100 transactions, or right around 100 transactions a month. Pays you $300 to $500 a month, no problem. If you're right around 167 transactions, depending on your surcharge, if it's $3, it's going to be right around $500 a month profit. If it's $4, it's going to be upwards of a decent amount, $650 if so, in profit with your guys' personal ATM machine. So again, that's something you guys can always have in your contract. But again, the last step is just profiting, having a blast with this business. This business is so much freaking fun. I highly recommend it to every single individual that is here watching this video right now. Let's go profit, ladies and gentlemen. Austin Lewis here. If you haven't already, make sure and go smash that thumbs up. Make sure and drop in the comment section below what you guys would like to see in future videos. Your guys' content, your guys' feedback is way the value worth to me. So definitely go do that. We are now officially monetized. I'm speaking you into existence. We're going to blow this channel up, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure and go subscribe. Thank you guys for doing so. We'll see you guys in the future video.